How's it going, fellas? Today I want to give you a little guide on how to survive your time in the forest. Often you'll find yourself under siege from several threats in the forest. This can range from anything like the unenlightened, also known as the cannibal.
Oh no, he's like, what the fuck? He has a weapon that's a fucking what the? Oh!
What has he got? Dude, it's like a Dead Rising invention. He put a fork on a blender.
What a shitty fucking weapon. A fork.
The filthy, also known as the feral. Look, you're not welcome here, alright? Civilized people are taken over. The undesirable, also known as the mutant. Dude, how strong were these cannibals
Oh
to
my
fucking
god, oh
come
my
like this
god,
thing?
oh my god, oh my
That is horrifying. Oh my god. And several other factors such as starvation, thirst, and hunger. Whether it be because you don't have a home to call your own, or maybe you're just a nomad who is used to sleeping on the go to fulfill his next mission.
What? Oh fuck.
Anyways, back to Betty, bye.
Yeah, let's go to bed, let's go to bed.
Today I'll be taking the time to show you how to build yourself a cabin to weather the storm that is known as the forest, whether it be the actual weather itself or the disgusting inhabitants of the forest.
Oh my god!
To do this, you should probably find a decent clearing in the woods. Make sure you're not next to any water or any slopes. You never know when mudslides could come and knock down your home.
Yeah,
Damn.
dude. I feel like we're getting. Oh, you know what? This is actually a really nice spot. I think
We can build out here actually. Once you find a clearing, make sure you clear it of any threats, cannibals, or local wildlife. Now, they may seem docile, but you need to show them that this is your territory. Behead them. Mount their heads on pikes. Do anything it takes to make sure they know this is your land. I wonder what God thinks right now.
I know. Get another arc ready.
But you can't defend your home without tools or weapons. Now, I know you start off with a hatchet and a knife, but you can craft yourself a spear, you can craft yourself a hammer, and you can even craft a bow and arrow. The spear is useful if you want to go hunting, hitting things from longer ranges, just like the bow and arrow. While you can defend your land with weapons of your choosing, it is also important to protect parts of your body. You can craft armor, ranging anything from leaves to animal hides and even the skin of mutants. Now, with weapons and armor crafting out of the way, it's time to plot the layout of your cabin and get to chopping down some wood. Be careful with how you chop down these trees because they do fall over, and this can lead to structural damage and obliterate your foundation and as well as your friends if you have any left. Individually, focusing on cutting down trees and then laying down your foundation can be a time-consuming process, so what you can do to optimize this is have one person cut down the trees and the other put down the logs. But hefty work requires a hefty meal. Unfortunately, the luxury of packaged items are scarce. But your best source, fortunately, which there's plenty of, would be the local wildlife. Anything ranging from squirrels to raccoons, deer, and even people. Get out of my house, bitch. Oh, I chopped his arm off. Where is it? Come here. I'll show you how to use it. Oh, I'm eating it. You won't get anywhere on an empty stomach, so make sure you always have a supply. Water will be a harder source to find depending on just where you have settled, but you can go ahead and drink whatever water source you can find with almost no drawbacks. And now that the foundation is done, it's time to build the walls of your cabin. At this point, you might be exhausted where you find your friend pulling the "we only have a few more left" card.
Alright, dude, we're like so fucking close. I know I keep saying that, but like for real this time.
Yeah, 4 times now you've said one more, just a couple more logs.
I know.
And you might be tempted to cave his skull in with a log, but remember that you can find something else to do like foraging or hunting if you really want to get away from the labor. But remember that while building your home, you're still subject to threat from the locals. Move, let me finish this bastard. Depending on how nimble you are in combat, it can be easy and you can even make examples of them. However, over time they will learn to adapt. Some learning to craft armor themselves or wear parts of their kill as protection. Most times these critters will get the drop on you while you're resting. And you might get the idea to quickly jump to your torch to illuminate the area, but much like real life, staring at a blazing light source in the dark affects your natural night vision, basically making you blind. But If you make standing torches, you can get a better view of the area than just having one source to look at. With home defense out of the way, it's essential to give yourself doors and windows. If you want to be able to enter your cabin, you should probably make an entrance, as well as giving yourself another point of entry if an escape at any time would be necessary. Windows, while optional, would likely be a nice addition if you want to see what's around you. Finally, we come to the roof of your cabin. This will come in handy if you like being protected against the elements. Much like how you built your foundation is how you'll be building your roof. It's not so much difficult as it really is just time consuming. Make sure you put beams in place to keep support for your roof. Wall torches will be a nice addition so you can actually see what's happening in your home. The recipe for these being quite simple, just attach cloth to a stick. Well, with all that out of the way, the last thing that would be fitting to add is a bed, which, good God, takes a while if your friend just decides to sprint at every deer he sees. If you crouch and hide in the shrubs, it's harder for them to see you. On top of that, the deer, unless you manage to stick them in the skull, can take quite a beating. And, well, that's it. I hope this small guide helped you guys survive the forest as well as it helped us out.